In my games, to say the least, I find a lot of the time that my opponents have a clear spatial advantage, but do absolutely nothing to take advantage of it. The purpose of this video is to showcase a bunch of puzzles, and try to analyze them and find the best move. If you want, you can attempt these puzzles on your own by pausing the video. In this first position, it is clear that white has a spatial advantage. After looking a little more, the knight is immobile, except for maybe to c6, the king is confined, and the rook can only shuffle between two spaces. Our goal is to limit our opponent's options even more. The best way to go about this is rook to h8, forcing either the knight or rook to move. Moving the knight loses after knight to c6, b takes c6, rook takes h8, c7, and if rook to a8, instead of moving the knight, bishop to b7 threatens checkmate and will ruin the rook if black tries to defend. In this position, white has a very slight space advantage. However, the black pieces are very cramped, so it would be a good idea to start attacking it immediately. The correct answer here is bishop takes f7 check, sacrificing a piece to expose the king. If the king recaptures, queen to h5 check, the king retreats, and knight e6 wins the queen because black is so tied up in his own position. Here, the space advantage is much more even. Black has some major attacking chances, such as the eventual d5 and a tempo after knight c6, attacking the queen. We would like to develop the bishop, but it has nowhere to go at the moment. A b3 pawn push might be too slow, and even then the bishop can be locked out after e5. Because all we can think of doing at the moment is protecting against d5, either e4 or rook to d1 are the better moves. e4 is preferred in the amateur's mind, because it protects with the weaker piece and prevents against black's own plan to push to e4. These next two puzzles do not have as clear a solution, and the best chess engines in the world disagree on what to play. It is clear that white has a massive space advantage on the king side, and as we've seen in these previous examples, the objective is to either apply more pressure or straight up attack. White has a free h-file that he must capitalize on this move, but it's not a big deal even if black hits it. The rook's pressure on the c-file is, however, more prominent, because white already has a very large space advantage, but two very bad pieces in the queen and bishop. White's goal should be to get those applying pressure, or seize the h-file and drive the g-pawn down the board. I personally felt that queen to f4 into queen to d6 activated the queen and forced black to defend. Stockfish was evenly split between queen to f4 and e3, helping the bishop develop. Houdini preferred rook h1, with plans to play rook h6. In this last example, black is applying lots of pressure, but has no grounds to stay on. His knight, for example, can be easily kicked off with a3. White simply does not have much play here, so a trade of pieces or grabbing the center might be useful. Stockfish suggests knight takes d5, trading off the knights and acquiring more space. Houdini prefers knight to e5 into g4 to occupy a center square, seeing black's pieces are more of an annoyance than a threat. My move was a3, but is frowned upon by both engines, even though I would be getting a stronger center structure. This is because the a3 pawn becomes a weakness, and my queen will be stuck defending instead of attacking. I hope you all enjoyed the video.